Hey DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with a Friday night Broken Earth grind stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I hope everybody is enjoying this event and the leaked information. Well, it's not really leaked. The developers gave all the SPPs Sobek early. So Boganora did a live stream last night, which I was a part of, which was awesome. And I also have been checking out some of Godan's stuff as well. Is my live stream all goofy looking? Huh. That's weird. Sup Extinction? Sup Brain? Sup Lex? Feranic? Heh. Sup Alex? Black boxes. Yeah, I see it too. That's weird. One of them went away. Let's see if I change screens a couple times. If it'll go away. Huh. Let me see something. What's up, King Josh? What's up, Jamie? That shouldn't have been a problem. Let's try that again and add it back in. This is just what the Streamlabs app is like. Sorry, everybody. Let's just make sure that that's the whole screen is showing. I didn't want my stream to look that goofy or something like that. I'm already into the... There we go. Everything's fine now. I feel like the developer's live stream. My stream wasn't perfect before I started. No, my stream dumped like it always does. There we go. Technical difficulties, yeah, right? Or the developers. It was strange. I was good. I did. Well, I didn't change anything. I just tried to fix something with the jar, and I think that's why I made those boxes. Oh well. How long am I planning on streaming for? That's a good question. Probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. We'll see. Sometimes it goes longer if things start to go crazy and wild. Then I get a whole bunch of people on Discord with me. But here, I'm gonna jump in Discord. So if anybody wants to join, they can. So I'm at 1256. I've been just using the relics I got from the TOW, and I had 2 leftover 1 stars from previous Earth event. So yeah. And yes, for the stream, I'll be using Chronos for incredibly easy and fast rating. So, actually, which one was that? Yeah, the one I just got to 51. So, I have 2 at 51 right now, and 1 at level 1. So, I'll just keep grinding. But let me know, the people that are watching in the chat, if you guys are excited about this event or not. Personally, myself, I'm excited about just the relics. Grabbing as many of those as I possibly can. New Coldan is cool, way better than my old Coldan. My NTG Legends is not in top 100, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Because many in NTG end up playing a lot more over the weekend than they do during Thursday and Friday. So we're just gonna find some regular old Pong lands for food. If I find any VPPP, I'll hit those two just for fun, you know. But yeah, I'm just taking in one militia. Having fun with Chronos. Now, this is my offensive build Chronos. I have a defensive build Chronos as well. But I've been leveling up the offensive build one. Now, his relics aren't maxed. The defensive is. Got fully maxed relics. Oh yeah, Extinction, you're over in Share Bears. Yeah, I know. D changed the name of NTG War when she jumped over there to give Fury a break. It's Share Bears now. We'll see what happens. It's pretty funny though. But I am privy to all the what's going on with the leadership in NTG, and I completely understand what it's like when you. Because it was me first when it came down to NTG's like war situation back in the day. This was back in 2017, and then Drum took over, and then Fury took over, and he's been running it ever since. So it can really wear on you week after week, continuously trying to take brand new players to war, people that have been promoted up through NTG, and turning them into lean, mean fighting machines. Look at this. Scorpion stings, Alon knows all. Yeah, sometimes. Stuff that goes on in NTG, yes. Stuff that goes on in Dawn of Titans, yes, as well. What time is it for you in America? It's 9:53 at night. Booster drops are the worst you've ever seen so far, Extinction. That's horrible to hear. I was going to say, if I get any 3 stars or 4 stars here, I'll use my Grolgar, because I like him more than my Halzir. I have old school Halzir, not the new one. My Grolgar's got half-decent skills, so I'd grind with him. He's level 20 over my level 11 Halzir, I think. So, but that's if I get 3-star or 4-star event relics, because then, again, it means a little bit more. It does a little bit more of a boost. But for streaming purposes, I wasn't going to go in with Grolgar the entire time. It's a serious, it's a lot longer battles, and also at the same time, a lot more troop loss. What's up, Vintage? Especially when you're a slacker. That's right, Brain. All day, every day. Am I in time for the stream dump? Yeah, actually, stream dumped already, so don't worry. Actually, the beginning of the stream, I shouldn't say, my Streamlabs app has some black boxes up on the screen. So, look at this. Look at these, these little VP lands. I'll take them. The only thing you can't forget about when you're using a summoner with 1 troop is actually dropping your troops. If you do, you'll be in trouble. Especially if you're AFK. While you're grinding. But yes, so yesterday was Princess Z's birthday, 7th birthday, and her pool party is tomorrow. So I am live streaming most definitely tonight. I will not be around tomorrow. I will not be around on Sunday for most of the day. So no guaranteed stream on Sunday, but definitely wanted to stream tonight because I wanted to get in as much grinding as possible, and why not grind with the community? AFK away from tacos. Yeah, the K in tacos, right? Brain cheese. Oops. Threw skeletons out when I didn't mean to. It's alright. What's up, Tagger? Got to ask, where's Pinky, Brain? Frantic wants to know. What's up, Snotchunks? Good to see you. It's channel. Don't know you still played this or even streamed. Are you kidding me, Ed's channel? I put out a live stream last Friday. I know, just because I didn't put out a video or live stream in the meantime. So, I mean, I stopped playing. Pinky from the Friday movie's more a straight pimp. Oh, thanks, Extinction. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm just using out these. I got a bunch of 2-stars from the TOW. All 4 of them, actually. A couple from gold and a couple from silver. All for free. Just took me the time to do the battles. Didn't cost me any gems or anything like that. So yeah, 4 2-stars, and then I got 1 1-star, and I had 2 1-stars from previous events. So really had like more or less like 7 relics, but of course it's 2s and 1s. But I had 6 relic tokens saved up from the previous event, plus well, I didn't collect the ones from this one yet, but yeah, I'm already gonna get pretty far in this event just from stuff that I have besides gems. So we'll see. We'll see what I get. Because, of course, I have to pull relic tokens. The 6 that I have, of course, are right there. I'll just take them all. Pimpin' since pimpin' since pimpin' been pimpin'. Pimpin' since pimpin'. Got me all twisted up there, FL. Can you recruit what in the stream? I mean, sharing is caring, Extinction. So if DOT had Care Bears, they would be, you know, land attachment syndrome and, you know, doesn't know how to shut up in global, you know. those would be the different bears. Discord Roundtable Vintage FL et al. Oh no, I don't got anybody in here right yet, but of course I do have Discord open if anybody wants to join. Got Runed Bear. Ooh, that's a good one. We just have Runa's face on the bear's stomach. So how far is everybody going in this event? Is everybody excited for the Monday Relic event? Everybody excited for Sobek? You just excited to be here? That'd be the brain. He's just excited to be here. Thanks, brain. Always appreciate your continued support in the streams. There he is. What's up, Frantic?
Not too bad. Just had to turn the other one off, and then giving a pass on the event on Monday.
You're passing on Monday's event?
Yeah, I'm not going to get Horde leveled up for at least a good year still.
I guess that's true. Well, what troop are you currently working on right now?
Just bringing most up to 24 and then 25. So I've done Spearman up to 24. I think Imperial's currently up to 24.
Nice. Because always remember, if you're not upgrading your troops, you're holding yourself back. I'm telling you.
Well, my maidens are still 22. So.
What?
I just don't use maidens.
Really?
Too popular.
Oh, so everybody heard it here. Feranic is not one of those people that likes to ride the trendy train. You know what? I don't think I put this off.
Although I do use Kronos, so.
Yeah, well.
Goliath and Arctic are already 24, and New Italis means Imperial's going 24. And Spearmen are already 24.
Yeah, I like to upgrade my Goliaths, Maidens, Goliaths, and Spearmen. So. All Hoarder relics. What relic event? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You're getting your dancing shoes ready for tonight? Oh gosh, you could be doing some dancing, brain? You keep the party going in chat? Well, of course. Sobek skills. Yeah, you ignore the Imperials stuff and concentrate on Horde. A lot of Sobek skills are resists for Horde. They're a Titan and Horde resist. But again, it's all about buffing up the Horde, either defensively or offensively, however you like. Monday's event sounds worthless past 8K. Okay, Kool-Aid. Thanks for your input. Franic's trying to get other people in Discord. He wants a bigger...
Godan's video. Godan's video is interesting on Horde. Have you had a chance to see that one?
Well, he blasted out like 3 or 4 videos within the last day or so, so no, I haven't seen them all.
I think it's just the last one.
Yeah, no, definitely
I don't know if he attacked himself or not, but using Zeus.
Yeah, but Godan's got what level troops? 18?
I think he went 19 versus level 17 Horde, and just won. So, quite interesting.
Coldan gonna be better than folks are giving him credit for, I think. FL Rebel. Calling that wild card on Coldan.
I'd agree with Rebel. There's a reason I'm up in Legends League again.
Oh, are you, Mr. Feranic? Which alliance are you in right now?
Oh, I'm sharing with the rest of the bears.
Oh, you're sharing and caring?
Yep. Spreading the love.
Spreading the love. Well, it's good to see you back up here, Verenic. We always enjoy it when you visit.
I gotta keep you guys on your toes sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See what's happening up amongst the clouds.
That's right. Yeah. Kiwis have to see what it's like up here too, right?
I'm sure you've got some Kiwis in Legends League somewhere.
I'm sure. It would be nice to get an Australian on during the Sobek stream to go, crikey! You know?
Not too bad, that one.
No, not too bad.
As far as the list of Zalon impersonations go.
Yeah, well, I do, you know, I do my best. Kool-Aid, the only thing is, I want Death's Grasp really bad for Horde. I think it's going to be a great relic. I think it's not going to be something we're going to see all the time. Or maybe it will be. Maybe it will be maybe it will be the Horde's version of that one Earth relic we get all the time, which is surprising we don't have it in this event. I shouldn't say anything. It'll pop up now. Referring to the Heartstone.
We are seeing quite a few repeat relics in this event, though.
We are, but they're not repeat relics that you don't want a second copy of.
It's probably true with more Goliath meta. Considering I've got several of each of them.
Right? How many?
Says a lot.
Oh, how many? Yeah, how many Goliath? How many? Yeah, I guess Goliath buffing Titans do you have? I mean, I got Yoluth.
Oh.
You know.
Erdred. Well, Kronos. Yeah, we'll be Koldan after this.
Yeah, right.
I think I've even got 2 of Erdred's, not Erdred, Urkon's war paints on the mini.
Oh, on the mini. Yeah, for instance.
So they've been out a few times.
For instance, let's see. Oh, I'm over 2,000. So Earthbreaker, you know, that's been around. So is Earthcask. Erdred's Jade is not a bad relic. Having multiple copies of this is not a bad thing. Urkon's Warpaint, this might be my second copy, but still, Goliath's Armor and Health, another relic that has both of those skills, is really good. Jade Statue, I know I think I have 2 of these already, so, still good, but I can't say that some of the other ones aren't a little bit better. And then, of course, this one, the new one with the Goliath resist against all elements. So, as we see more and more of those types of relics. And some of these new Horde relics that are coming out also have the Horde resist all elements as well as the last skill. So, they're getting just the same treatment. Nice Sethamapod from an Aussie. Two Aussies in the stream. Koldan is a discount. Koldan is a discount Kronos. That's what Alex says. I gotta remember to drop my troops. There we go. We already got a Death's Grasp through with Anubis and Horde is feeling second tier. Well, yeah, I missed out on Death's Grasp. Not on my test account because that was given to me during that event, but I didn't get up that high. Mm-hmm. What's up, Ice? Princess Z festivities go away. They haven't happened yet. They're tomorrow. It was her birthday yesterday, but I wasn't. I had to work today as well, so, and there wasn't really that much going on except for like a few presents yesterday on her birthday that she received. But I have stuff for her for tomorrow, yeah, for her pool party. So, I know I'm still gonna wake up probably my regular time at like 5 in the morning, but it'll give me time to get everything around. What's up, Bad Mother Trucker? Good to see you. I still take some 2 swipes. 2 scoops of troops. Kronos is pleased. Salon invoked Aussie power, so we are on a crikey trip right now, BMT. Crikey. Do you have any insight as to why imps are included in the Sobek Horde build? No idea, Ice, really. Doesn't seem to make sense. Yeah, it really doesn't. Because it's like, oh, here's, and the fact that Sobek has more or less defensive skills, or type skills, I should say, for the Horde built in. I mean, you can run with that, or you can just go all offense, but there's enough relics, at least there has been enough relics released, doesn't mean that you have them all, but with the current ones that are going to be released on Monday with the new relic event, there's only one new one, and then also with the new Sobek relics, which the ones that are labeled with Sobek's name, like Sobek something and Sobek something, both of those relics are complete trash. They're total Titan relics, although that was what was on my test account. I don't know if those relics have been really truly finalized, because they were saying stuff like Titan Health is the first skill, Titan Health is the second skill. It's like, never seen any relics like that before. So maybe it's this is a unfinished situation, or maybe it's for real. And if it is, I don't know. I think those relics are kind of crappy because they're all 3 of the skills are completely Titan buffing and not helping the whole Sobek, trying to really buff up those Horde units to being either really defensive or really offensive. I love hearing people try and pull off an authentic crikey. Right? Cerberus or Hades? What about Cerberus or Hades? Because Cerberus is definitely going to be coming out again. We've seen that in the calendar. Oh, which is better? Probably Cerberus because of the archers over Grenadiers, but there's a lot of Grenadier relics out there that have critical, so you can definitely get that up pretty easily with Hades. It's just the fact that Hades is strictly attacker. Cerberus is... I don't know too many people use Cerberus on defense. I mean, he's on some lands, but I don't think he's anything super serious for people. Corey says Cerberus. If you're trying to decide who's the one to level first, or if you're trying to trash one, or if it's just an outright question whether you have any of them or not. But FR Rebel says both are great in their own aspect, which is two very different areas. Yeah, well, depends on how you like to use them. I mean, I got my Hades up to like 45, I think, something like that. But I don't use Grenadiers that often. Vintage says I prefer C-Bus for obvious reasons of bias. Very nice, Vintage. Hades cats aren't far off from Artemis. C-Bus is a minnow destroyer. Of course, that's what everybody wants to hear. Goliaths have 6 days and 7 hours left. And then we'll be starting our... I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would be between Horde and Militia. I want to get one of them up another notch. Maybe Militia. Putting Panthers and Grenadiers at the back. I don't know. No, I mean I'm upgrading them all though. It's just the fact that as soon as I get done with the Goliaths, I'm gonna press that button to start my 2 week and 3 day upgrade or whatever of Castle 24. So 6 days and 7 hours, I'll be starting Castle 24. Well, the construction, I should say. Because then I'll still be able to upgrade all the rest of those troops up to 23. By the time I have all the buildings I need to be upgraded for the jump up for the next starting all the upgrades for the level 24 troops. So we got 26 watching right now. I do appreciate everybody joining in tonight, of course. always. There he is.
Man, you got to get some pep in your step. You sound like you're falling asleep.
No, well, I mean, I am a bit tired, but grinding away.
Yep. I hear you. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. There's a bunch of Crocodile Dundee chat going on that I just haven't really addressed in the chat, but it's okay. Everybody have their fun.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, Brain asked a question of who would be more, I don't know, it was like, who's better, Crocodile Dundee or somebody else, and then people all started going back and forth.
Leave it to the brain, you know.
Yeah, I know. But that's been going on. So I'm like reading some stuff and just like ignoring some of the rest.
Gotcha. I just want to stop in and say hi. I saw you were streaming, and, you know.
I appreciate it, Jim. Now, you're going to be streaming tomorrow, correct, Jim?
Yeah, we have a massive 6-hour block of streams coming up tomorrow, actually.
Really? So how is it all looking then? Do you know how it's all working out?
Me and Val is going to live stream at about 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
Till about 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then Talks is going to stream from 6 to 8.
Okay.
And then Dee is going to start her stream about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So, you know, we got 6 to 7 to 8, depending on how long we all stream.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 3 different streams coming up tomorrow, starting at about 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Nice. That's awesome. That's what I like to hear.
It's good to get Talks in, and I'll be throwing Talks' channel into mine live stream.
There you go.
Make sure everybody gets over there and subs and hit the bell.
That's right. Because for live streams, it's all about getting the notification. That's really what it's all about.
Yes. And mine seemed to be going good. I downloaded Mob Crush and got that all going, and the last one that me and Val had seemed to do pretty good.
Well, that's good. That's what you want to see.
Yep. So how you doing in the event? What's going on? Where are you at?
I was over 2,000 earlier, but I've been just using a bunch of 2-star relics that I had from TOW. Actually, I gotta use 100 portal stones so we can keep this alive. There we go.
Yeah, I actually got about 5 relics from TOW. I actually had to pull about 22 relics to finish the event.
22 relics?
Yeah. Well, it was 31 altogether, but I got 4 from the event, and I got 5 from the Theaters of War, so that was 9. So I had to pull 22 relics.
I see.
So, you know, I'll say 45,000, 46,000 gems I spent.
So you like
do the portal stone.
So you like the new Coldan? Is that what you're saying, Jim?
Oh no, I don't care about the Coldan. It's Chronos Light to me without the Omegas.
Mm-hmm.
If I level it up, it's going to be relegated to a land defender. It will never be on my garrison. I wanted the 4-star Jade statue in the last element, or the last relic.
You want that last relic?
Oh yeah, I already got it. I finished yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you already got it? You already leveled it up?
It's maxed out, baby.
There you go, Jim.
Maxed out.
Nice.
So that's what I wanted. That Jade, the 4-star Jade statue and that last relic is what I want.
Okay. FL Rebel, yes, I'm in Legend League. You're leveling your perfect all-defensive Grolgar in this event. He will be 52 soon. Nice, Lucas. That's awesome. What's up, One Winged Angel Seth Roth? Steve Irwin? Yes, I know who Steve Irwin is. I couldn't recall your exact words of your initial question to the chat. Bat guano. Really, Brain? So, Jim, are you excited about Monday?
I'm not excited about none of these void stuff. I mean, I got a couple. I don't know where I got them from. I forget, but I got like 3 4-star void relics. Like I got Death's Grasp, I think it's called.
Yeah, it was from Anubis. Yeah.
Bone marrow, something or other. I don't know. I don't know. I guess nobody will never know until we actually get them. It was, it was kind of like Dionysus. You really didn't know until you got Dionysus how much of a badass he is. I just don't know about these Titans yet. And we haven't had a summoner one at all.
Yeah.
Whether we do or not, I don't know, because it seems like none of these are being summoners. But in today's meta, how could you not have a summoner?
Well, yeah.
Just for example, I mean, my Dionysus, which I use a lot, I got 5 Omega, militia that I could, which automatically gives me 19 troops.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing 5 times charge damage versus, whatever the Horde does. So I just don't know about him yet, Jalon. What's your feelings?
Well, when I got to see him on my test account, and I put together a build, I thought, you know what, this guy's going to be pretty gosh darn powerful. So, and I played around with him for a little bit. Didn't record it, though, just did a battle or two. And I was impressed. So, it wasn't on garrisons, it was just some lands, because I knew what I was going up against. I like that sometimes, just because just going against random garrisons, it's not always incredibly easy to be able to know exactly what you're going up against.
Right. I guess Godan dropped a new video. I gotta go in there and watch that video about him. I gotta see what that one's about.
Yeah, he put out a bunch of them recently, and they told us back on Wednesday. If I had time, I would have done something, but what's it called? They said we could share back whenever we wanted. So.
Gotcha. Yep.
And they make
just not sold, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't touched my Horde. I mean, my imps are going to 25 now, so I figure after I do my imps, which will be my last troop, I'll start on my Horde, because everything else will be maxed.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. They'll have another troop by then. Unless you gem it.
Well, I know this is going to make us be a shock to everybody, but I have been known to gem things before.
Yeah, that's why his name is sometimes Gem. And not Jim.
Yeah. I'm more interested in the new update that's coming out, because by the time the new update comes out, which should be in a couple weeks, my Italis will be maxed out, and they'll have, instead of double damage against Titans, they'll have double damage. And my imps will be 25, so I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, that's awesome that they're going to be doing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed with that, actually. I never thought that they was going to change that or would consider changing it. So I'm really happy about that.
Corey has something to say real quick. I've been saying for 2 months now, the best Void Titan will be released during the Halloween event, and he or she will be a summoning Titan. So summoning Horde Titan on Halloween. Now, Jim, do you think the summoning Horde Titan will come before Halloween?
That's 2 months off still.
Well, I saw a Spirit Halloween store had popped up already, so Halloween is in everybody's minds now. I know it's not even that far into August yet. We're almost getting.
Yeah, but I don't know. He could be right. Corey could be right. Maybe they are going to have a summoning Void Horde Titan on Halloween. I just think that's that's going to be the best one to get. I'm not sold on these other ones yet.
Yeah.
You know, even with the 7 times charge damage or 5 or whatever it is. 6. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't even know what they are.
Skipping over all the right numbers. Edalus destroys Minotaur 2, says Feranic. Like I said, get the Bone Sword for 6k and daggers for 8k, then quit Tuesday. Alright, Kool-Aid. We'll see what I end up getting myself.
You know, Zalon, you gotta come down to Raiders and visit us for a week or so, bud.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just come on down, say hi, give Talks a hug, you know.
Yeah, I lose all my lands though. I know. I will, Jim. It's not like I'm still walking around with chained lands or anything.
Yeah. Although I have seen quite a bit of chain land this season.
What server are you on?
Really surprised me. Legend 1.
Oh, you're on Legend 1?
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, are you in?
I'm in Legends.
So who? I gotta ask since you're part of NTG, who changed the name to Share Bears?
Yeah. It was D. She
I know who it was, but I mean, I just wanted to ask.
She switched up with Fury to give him a break, and with Legends in good hands, D, and also with Hammer in good hands, there's not going to be a problem with Hammer not competing and getting top 50 in the event. So she's off to war to do her. She's going to do her thing, which is hardcore recruiting and getting people in the places where they need to be.
And she thought the best way to do that was be change her name to Share Bears, which is so indicative of a war team.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, Rebels in Legend 2. How you doing in Legend 2, bud? We're just farming this week, and I'm getting a bunch of food and everything. And I'm actually kind of excited too that the land refreshers are going to be gold now and not food.
Yes, which is impressive, and also because they level 25 players need a gold sync more than anything. That was a major talking point for that meeting with the developers that happened over Skype. If you read between the lines, says Kool-Aid, Halloween will be a werewolf titan. Dom has no poker skills. Yeah, he did say on the live stream that he is looking up werewolf and Lycan, or werewolf and... Yeah, I think that was what it was. Werewolves, maybe Lycan too. I don't know. But what's it called? Likenesses. So they're getting ideas to start the process. I'm assuming for like a werewolf type titan for.
You really think they're gonna have a werewolf titan?
Yeah, they will. I don't think there's anything holding them back from being able to.
I doubt they'll have that for Halloween, though. They'll already have the Titan. So it takes more than 2 months, however long we've got to do it.
That just seems weird to me, a werewolf titan.
Well, have you seen some of the other Titans?
Minotaur, pigs, pretty similar.
Yeah, but they were all based off of like Greek mythology and Norse mythology. You know, there was a mythology and something behind it. Even these new Egyptian ones, even with Ra with the eagle head and Sobek with the alligator, was all based off of mythology based. I'm not saying that Lycans and werewolves aren't mythology based, but they're more kind of out there to me.
Well, they're European mythology. Once you get into vampirism and stuff like that, Eastern Europe.
Yeah. What, are they going to have a vampire Titan next? I mean, it just seems a little weird to me, but...
Getting a bit mainstream.
Yeah.
The vampire Titan's going to look a little like Bela Lugosi or something.
Oh, Vampire Titan will be Resurrected Runa. Or zombie one.
Resurrected Runa.
You think we'll get an undead Runa?
Be interesting. They are working on doing something, I'm sure.
Yeah. Every time on the live stream they say, "Watch this space. Something's happening with Runa."
I wonder what that was that Matt started to say something about, and then he said, "No, that's next week."
That they can
he
even
was reading off that
that
stuff.
they can even talk about it, which doesn't even make it something that they're gonna. Hopefully, it's about Matt's project and whatever this midweek event is gonna be. And I hope it's something good, like when Conquest rocked the boat and everybody was like, "Wow, this is really good." I'm hoping it's something like that again.
And I still don't know why they can't start Conquest on Thursday. Like, I mean, they read his comment, but they really didn't answer the question. All they said was, we're looking into other things. Just start Conquest on Thursday. What? I don't know why you got to wait till Friday. Which, Vintage, you rock. You got your question read. Good job.
Yeah, it's true. Getting your questions read off in DOT live stream or the dev live stream doesn't happen all the time.
No, I've posted many questions there, and I've never got one of mine read.
Really, BMT?
Yeah, I've posted many there. I've never got one of my questions read.
Wow.
I'm not big balling like Vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Or Zalon or Bo, they read your guys' questions.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll get a little bit of priority. Jupiter, what's going on? Good to see you. They have started Conquest on Thursday one time. I don't remember that.
Never, Braid. I'm never salty. When did they start Conquest on Thursday? I don't remember that.
It might have been for the first one. For them to get a real judgment on how quickly things could be completed.
I don't remember. I just always thought it was on Friday. Have you done any Divine Gem pulls lately?
No.
Are you going to do any Divine Gem pulls lately?
I didn't plan on it. I got 3 uses left in this.
I was just asking.
Yeah, I got 3 uses left in this 2-star, and then I'll do some relic pulls. But I'm pleased with the progress I've been able to get with all these TOW event relics.
And was it just me, or was this TOW nowhere near compared to the last TOW with the drops? I got more 3-star fallen chest piece and fallen gauntlets than
Anything else?
yeah. I got 1 4-star the whole time. I forget what 4-star that was, so that's how impressive it was.
Wow. I remember hyping 4-day triple drops. It was very early. Wow, yeah. This TOW is back to normal and horrendous, says Jamie. Yeah, appreciate your opinion. Because I got 3 2-star relics. It was easy peasy. 3 2-star relics for gold too. I was like, yep. I didn't get any good actual relics. All I got was 2-star and 1-star event relics. You got the new Militia All Resist relic. Nice. King KJ.
Oh, that Copus.
Yeah.
My next project's going to be Volstan with his militia, see how he does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only Volstan I got that I haven't just automatically got rid of and fused away because he has those 3 elemental resist like Valoran has from the militia.
We gotta find some higher lands. Got the food lands boosted.
You got any 4-star relics this event?
This event, what, just dropping?
Yeah.
Not that I can remember. No, not yet or anything like that. I did Last Conquest.
I haven't seen Vintage's, or whether he did a relic drop report on the Last Conquest, but it seemed like to me there wasn't as many 4-star relics dropping on 3-star Titans.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good observation.
My own personal opinion.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
You know, maybe Vintage could tell us a little bit better because I know he tracks that when he does Conquest.
Yeah. I thought this TOW was incredible. Spent 15k gems and got 10 event relics, a 4-star spearhead, and 2 4-star militia giant axes. 4-star militia giant axes and spearhead are all very nice. You spend 15k gems. Sometimes people do have very good conquests or TOWs. I'm not gonna say it's definitely not possible. The last one for me was really good. So it does happen.
Yeah, I'll second that because the last TOW was awesome for me. I got like 6 3-star. I got like 12 relics altogether, like 6 3-stars, several 4-star relics. I got all kinds of stuff. So the last one was awesome. This one was just terrible.
Well, do you like?
Hey everyone.
Hey, what's going on, Seth Roth?
Much. Just trying to jump in here. I didn't get anything really great in this last Theaters of War. And to answer your question, Jim, no, Vintage did not do a recap this last time.
Okay, I didn't know if I had missed it or He just hadn't put it out yet.
Nah, that's a lot of work, man. If I was him, I'd do it like once every 3 times or something.
Right.
Yeah, because you got to break
I
it,
guess
break it down,
to
create
me,
the
the
slides.
observation was not as many 4-star relics dropping and not as many 3-star titans. I don't know if anybody else is out of the whole conquest.
Yeah, an Iron Fist and a Giant Axe for Militia, which was actually good.
Yeah,
Just
that's
that one
a
thing.
really good drop right there.
Yeah, I have one already on my max Dio, but I got a level 1 Dionysus too, so I'll know where that's gonna go.
Right.
Alright, let's pull
I got
pull
my
a few event relics.
Giant Axe on the Theaters of War last time.
It's good, man.
What's up, Churro?
I think I got my old one that's already maxed. I think that came from one of those relic festival things where you could pick to pull for physical and poison and all that. They've only ever done that twice, I think.
Right.
Yeah, KJ says it wasn't bad for him either. Well, stop pulling. I got 2 1-stars and a 2-star out of 3 pulls. Wasn't that great?
Talking about both Conquest and TOW there for Phoenix. We're multitasking.
Oberon Zod got a Coppice? At least it only costs 3 portal stones per throne. Yes, that's true. Or arena. And yeah, so all the arenas were 3 portal stones instead of 6. So
why do you think they did that?
I think it was a good improvement.
Yeah. I liked it as well. It allowed me to be able to do all the both the golds, both the silvers, and also run over and do a bunch of my monuments, even though they're still 6 apiece. So yeah, I liked it.
So obviously not much difference cost-wise, more just a general feels good.
Yeah.
Because compared to refreshing the portal stone, compared to the actual cost of refreshing the arenas themselves, nowhere near. So I think that's still the same. Exactly.
Yeah, no, the refresh was still the same.
Yeah, I think it's just slightly more friendly for free to play. If you don't have to get portal stones a bunch of times or set a reminder to come back.
Yeah, I think this one wasn't as good because it was pretty much the exact same as the last one, or the one before that. It was all physical relics, all the same titans you're up against. Did they have Oni as the main person last time and Huntress as the main one this time?
Yeah, that's what they did. They just flip-flopped that around.
I think I got an orb on my mini on that, along with another 4-star and a few event relics, so it wasn't too bad.
Let's see. Conquest was insane with 4-star drops for me and a few teammates. I got 7 4-star drops on the first day, and it kept rolling throughout. Nice, Jamie. I built 5.
Trade luck with me.
Yeah, trade luck with me too. FL Rebel. I built 5 4-star and 2 3-star, all 1 to 10 during Conquest. Love it. Well, good. Take advantage. I definitely maxed out all of Arya's relics and got into Minotaur's relics all during the same event, which was nice.
So how far did you go?
Me? In Conquest? I went to 7. I couldn't get...
Not 8.
Yeah, no 8. I didn't make it to 8. did not have enough time to do enough battles. Because I had to go to work the next day. And I think I quit at like 10 or 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I was like, I don't have enough. I don't have it in me. I was getting way too tired.
Did you not just use the 700 gem refresh stuff to finish it off?
Oh, no, I even had more relics. I had more. I save all the 10 warp stones from level 2 to level, 6, more or less, just so I can use them later in the event, like on Sunday when I know I'm not going to have a lot of warp stones. And I still didn't finish all of those off before I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to stay up another 2 to 3 hours for me to be able to get to 8 and complete 8. And I knew I didn't have that in me, so I just stayed at 7.
It doesn't really matter when you use those stones, though, because it never refills.
Oh, I use them. What I'm referring to is, okay, so if I'm grinding a whole bunch and accrue a whole bunch of warp stones from grinding, the ones that I have saved up from the milestones when you get them, I only do that just because so I can give myself an extra push boost at the end of the event. That's all.
I generally just use them when I get them. Because if I'm going to have to gem anyway, I'll gem anyway. If I'm not going to have to gem, then I may as well use them up early.
And that's
But
fine.
I only went up early. Just needed the Titan for the collection. Malcor, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all I was looking for, actually, and unfortunately I didn't get it. They have been utterly drowning us in physical relics, says Vintage. I am thinking something is on the way to make them all obsolete. Jeez.
Thanks, Vintage. Appreciate that.
I think that they're giving us those for Oni and Huntress so that people will complete more events and get more divine gems and actually try and go for those Titans. And they'll have relics to go with them.
I still want, even if I had that many, I still want to pull for one of those Titans.
I'm going to go for Oni. I just hope that I don't get Belobog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want at least a yeah, well, I mean, if you got a Chernobog, that's still kind of cool, but I think getting Huntress or Oni is a lot better for 12k, obviously.
Yeah, after the update, if you get a Chernobog, at least he won't have damage against Titans, so...
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I'm waiting on, the new update. The new update.
Jamie says, I feel like the game is stalled, and it is because of the summoners. They can't put anything out, but they can't put out anything better than them right now. Yeah, I'm very curious to see exactly which direction they go after that, because Titans that buff spells and come with spells isn't going to be better than summoners.
No.
It's the wrong order. That's what I just posted there. They went to the wrong thing. They put in summoners, which shouldn't have been coming out for like another year. And the time in between should have been all the X skills and all the spell buffing Titans. Then summoners would have managed the power creep. Now they're just chucking skills on everything to try and catch up. I just killed everything. It's all gone quiet.
Yep.
See, we didn't like that.
FO Rebel says a lot of Poseidons are going to get a lot better after the update, and the one Berserker and the one berserker ICR her name. That's annoying. Krampus. So how far is everybody in the chat going in the event? We all know that Jim is finished. Feranic is also finishing. How about Setharoth? How are you going to be faring in this event?
Whoa. I didn't say I was finishing, Slaw.
Oh, I thought you said you were finishing.
No, I said I'm going to get a call back.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, misrepresenting Feranic here.
Yeah, I've got to save up stuff. I can't be spending it on any old thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish Salon.
Okay. Jeez. Got the 5th degree from Feranic. Alright, so. Whoa.
Almost got thrown under the bus there.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you'll be accusing me of spending.
Oh, yeah. You can't have that. Because Feranic is free to play for people in the live stream that don't know. One of the few that I've known for a very long time. Not saying they don't exist. They do exist. But when it comes down to players that have been around the block and have seen a lot of events and either have passed or saved up for events, Feranic is the guy to talk to. And most of the time, he'll tell you the Titans come back around for less expensive cost eventually anyway. So, but there's always that sweet every once in a while when Feranic's like, yeah, gotta go all in on this, gotta stay in the meta.
Such as Kronos and Hades event coming out together. That was a good one. Walked away from that with 2 Kronos and a Hades.
FL Rebel says I suck at saving these days. Saving what? FL Rebel gems? Anything? The damage against Titans skills will change for current and new Titans. Correct. Or I could say, maybe, I don't know, Churro. No, I think it is supposed to be retroactive.
Did they ever say for sure if it's going to be retroactive? Or do they just leave it up in the air?
From my understanding, it's supposed to be retroactive.
Yeah, they said they'd apply it retrospectively.
Okay. I didn't catch them when they said that, but I kind of figured that they would, even though a lot of the community's ranting and raving that they won't.
Yeah, like, both the 5 stars, you can put them on the same Titan.
Well, they said that, and you can. Yeah, because Haig said that you could put both 5 stars on the one Titan.
Yep.
But it doesn't work, does it, Zalon?
Nope.
Does it not? Huh. I heard that. I don't have anywhere near enough 5 stars to be able to try it. So you can only choose one or the other, Zalon.
I believe so, as of right now. The only top titans currently are summoners and maybe Edelus. Any others? Wait a second. There aren't summoners. Hold on. Let's switch out that relic too. Now, what about Raw? Let me see. Oh yeah, Jim?
That wasn't me.
Sounded like it.
I always get blamed for everything.
Sounded like a serious fart. It sounded like.
That was my doggy.
Oh, Arya. Who said that? Let's see, who else? Yeah, for Rannick, I'd say Arya. She's not
Azul.
she's not a summoner, and she's really good. And Azul, if you get a good roll, I still have not.
Yeah, but those are just attacking. In terms of defensive play, what do you come across and you say, oh, I might just give that one a pass?
Give it a pass. Give it a pass.
Normally it would be one of those Minotaurs, maybe Zeus or Kronos. From what I've seen, anyway. Any others where you go, I'll just take that one over there, it's easier than this one?
Oh, what about Calvarax? He's not considered a summoner. Wink, wink. Only his relics are.
Calvarax, but then you'd easily attack, wouldn't you?
Well, well, a defender. The relics don't come out as fast as you would want them to. So never.
Yeah, but you've got to think. Yeah, there's lots of titans you can use to attack. It's more just what ones you can use to defend, really.
Yeah. Well, what about Yeluth?
I don't think I've come across a Yeluth defense.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah. Resist poison. Resist ice. Grenadier's damage and armor piercing, and then Goliath's health at the end. Alright. Let's switch out this relic. We got one more in there.
Yeah, but grinds are rubbish.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're looking at 2 Goliath resists and some health.
Blah, blah, blah. What's up, Dougie Fresh? Kool-Aid says, I asked multiple times on live stream, but they never said Versus Titans fix would be retroactive, only confirmed going forwards. Yeah, I think I remember that comment. But we'll see. We'll see exactly if it is truly only going forwards. That would be very disappointing.
Yeah, like I said in my last thing, I think that the boycott will come right back if they don't do it retroactively. A lot of people are going to lose their mind.
But it must be retroactive, isn't it? Because after the live stream, everyone was going, you see, they could have done it for, what was the other Titan? Artemis, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was going, oh, why don't you just retrospectively update them? And they're like, oh, you couldn't do it. And then after this live stream, they're like, oh, yeah, well, you're doing it for, going to do it for Atala.
Well, at that point, they had already done it for Loki. So Yeah, we knew that they were full of it when they were saying that they couldn't. It's more like they wouldn't do it for Artemis.
Hey,
There's some
RSJ.
weird decisions.
Some decent changes, though. It would be good to see what they're doing with the Adventurers Guild. And like you said, that gold sink, being able to use to refresh lands will be...
Yeah.
Give them some gold on.
I still think there should be more for gold. Sethmopod says, has anyone had Omega Goliath just walk off the map? Yes. Kool-Aid, listen again. They did not say explicitly there would be a retroactive fix on last live stream. Yes, correct. Only a fix going forward is confirmed. And we will...
So they've changed from a previous live stream then. Because they definitely said it on a previous one.
Yeah, I agree they have.
Someone will just have to bring it up and take a copy of it. Although they do always say subject to change, don't they?
They do.
Well, that is true. They didn't say retroactive, but what they did say was damage against Titans will be changed just like we have discussed. I mean, they didn't specifically use the word retroactive, but the way they made it sound or just talking, they're going to change damage against Titans. I mean, I'll go back and listen to it again just to double check, but I still got to keep hope that my Italis will be changed from double damage against Titans.
They should bring back...
I got a bad Italis, too.
Yeah. RSJ says they should bring back old school Avalos with Valoran type skills. That'd be really cool. I actually really would enjoy that.
Well, what have they got at the moment with those type of skills? You've got Archon for Goliath, Valoran for Spearman, Volstan for Militia. Any other ones?
No. They should have did it with Sovek. Just made him all Imperials like that. Instead of bothering with Horde.
Well,
They brought the Horde out. They got to do something with them.
it'd be quite a good share with Avalos, though, I suppose.
All right. Let's see.
It looks like just gonna say, it looks like all those use any type of relic event are going to be for relics now. I think the last two have both been for relics.
Oh, really?
I think so. This one is anyway.
Well, yeah. This one was
the last one might be.
this one was advertised to have it like that.
Or the last one might have had really rubbish tie-ins in it. Because I think I haven't done any of that type of event for about 3 or 4 of them. So I've got at least 15 relics or something. Just waiting to use up.
Well, you can do it this time.
But I don't want any of these relics. No interest in Horde.
Might regret it later. There was a time when Panthers were garbage that people regretted using away all their stuff later on.
Yeah, I still got Panther stuff. I'm gonna have all the Storm Maiden stuff. Dee's changed the name again.
Oh yeah, what's the name now?
What'd she change it to this time?
Just back to war.
Well, it sounds a little bit better than Share Bears.
Right. That's funny.
What's the team motto? What's it say now? Does it still say sharing is caring?
Apparently, I'm sure she'll update it.
I thought it was cute anyway.
All right. Kool-Aid says, keep up the hope, BMT. RSJ says, Sobek skills are trash. I think Sobek is fire. 60% resist are both X defensive skills. Yeah, I don't know. I really do like the way they decked out Sobek skills. Except for the Imperial section, which is only a little bit of it. I didn't mind playing with them at all. So, at level 60.
Mixed skills are a bit off, aren't they? 2 Imperial defense skills.
Yeah. Defense X.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but what are we going to do with those? Are they defense X? I thought they were resists. Or is there both?
I'd have to look again.
Yeah. Maybe if you've already got Imperials on the land.
They should have gave him 1 skill for Horde resist against all elements or offensive X skills. Okay. That's a good suggestion. My Thorhild has 3 maiden damage against Titans. She may all of a sudden become crazy good with straight damage. Yeah, I know, right? Thorhild. She gonna be good after the update. Yeah, that's what you're calling there, Rebel. Can you show the server VP rankings? Sure. Look at the league. Okay. There's MTG Legends right there at the cusp of the motion zone. Oh, there's Raiders. You guys taking a break to go back down to Masters then? I'm assuming, Jim?
Yep.
Nice. Well, you're going to score yourself some nice DGs there on your way down. And that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, we're just farming this week that we're going back down to Masters, and we'll do some raiding and we'll stay there for a week or 2, and then we'll probably or 3, and then we'll probably do another VP push.
Yeah, there you go. Now, is going back down to Masters going to screw up your Sobek plans for next week or no?
Not going to screw mine up.
Yeah, because you'll just triple stack, won't you?
I'll just pull relics.
You'll just triple stack. You'll just triple stack and go find a couple people.
The only thing that kind of
all right, Franny, thank you.
Screws us up is because there's not as many ping pong lands, so we have to hit, fully defended lands because Masters for some reason has very few ping pong lands. Now mine are always set to ping pong.
So are mine.
But I'll have somebody who comes in and kind of gang rapes mine and doesn't have any set up, and then I'll message him, and then I'll just have to do the event off his garrison or something.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know why Masters is like that, to be honest with you, with no ping pong land set up. Fully defend them after but while the event's going on, I don't understand why you don't have ping pong land set up for the betterment of the whole league.
Agreed. I'm at 39.68. Ooh, I made a difference. We're now ranked 197. There we go. Jumped down like
Nice.
4 or like 8 places. I'm sure others are grinding too. So whether they're purposely grinding the event or not.
Did you see that? I mean, you saw that we got #1 in global for
Oh
VP
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. But did you see Talks got #1 player?
Oh, I didn't see the end for that. No, but I mean, I knew he was the
Talks.
#1 player all week.
Well, what happened was kind of the same thing that happened when Val got it. Some idiot hacker came in and, with Val and posted 60 million. Some idiot hacker came in and posted 50 million with Talks. We all collectively as a team, sent tickets into customer support because it happened on actually Saturday, and I said, this ain't going to turn out well because it's Saturday. I got a response back in less than 24 hours saying we are extremely busy right now. We'll get to it as soon as possible. Well, I just got the reply back for that whole thing today.
Oh wow!
So they was right on top of it there.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Is this who I think it is? Hold on, the screen went off there. Oh, what's up, Vintage?
What's going on, man?
I was just speaking highly of you.
Why, thank you.
Actually, the question I had was I didn't know whether you had done another relic inventory, I guess you could say, of what the percentage drops that you got were 4-star and 3-star and all that for the last conquest, and whether it went down or up.
Yeah, I didn't record all the data. Slightly pinched for time, and my estimate is when I record data, it slows me down about 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
But, however, I finally remembered to record my battle number and finished conquest with right at 1,000 battles. I forget the exact number, but it was really, really close to 1,000 battles. And stopped doing conquest battles. I kept doing triple battle drops. Because when I finished conquest pretty early on Sunday, I was hoping I'd drop out of the, top 1,000 because I didn't want that stupid flaming ring thing. But I unfortunately, I ended up 966. So I got stuck with that thing. But the battle number, based on previous estimates, I'm thinking the warpstone drop rate definitely 10%. It may have even pushed 11%.
Well, one of the biggest reasons I was asking if anybody had seen a video that you posted or know if you had done that, because to me it seemed like the 4-star relic drops during the triple drops were greatly decreased, and the 3-star Titan drops were greatly decreased. Now maybe that was just my, data that I had. I didn't record it. It just seemed like that it was that way to me.
Yeah, I think I'm usually only getting like 2 or 3 3-star Titans across, my data set. General feeling, I don't know, maybe I was in a positive attitude or something, but I felt like warpstone drops were really good, and I felt like I got a lot of Titan XP potions.
Yeah, I actually I wasn't doing the conquest itself because we was doing a VP push, but it just seemed like every battle I was getting at least 1 warpstone. I got so many of them.
Warpstone drop rate was really good.
Yeah, I agree 100% on that. Now, only if it's that good when I actually do the conquest next time.
Right. And I feel like they're always tinkering with the numbers.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, even though I get several 3-stars, the amount of 1-star relics, like in this, I pulled 22. I used 31 relics to complete the event, and I pulled 22. I got 5 from the Theaters of War, and plus the 4 that was in the event itself, and I pulled 22. But I got a ton of 1-stars. Even though I got 5 3-stars, I got a ton of 1-stars.
Yeah. Relics for this event, the Koldan, a pretty absurd number of refreshes on Theaters of War. It's going to be pretty easy for me to, finish grind this event.
Nice.
Doing my Theaters of War, I guess is the way you say it. Yeah, I wanted to get a Spearhead really bad, and
Oh, what? Oh, you mean the relic I'm forging right now? Okay.
Yeah, I did get one eventually, but like I said, I had to do an embarrassing number of refreshes.
I was getting terrible drop. I got a ton of 3-star fallen chess pieces and a ton of 3-star fallen gauntlets.
Yep, I got a bunch of those. Even the 4-star relics I was getting, I kept getting the stupid Iron Mace, Iron Maul. And I'm like, I don't want these.
Yeah, they're from when the game began.
Freya relics, remember?
Yeah.
Those were Freya relics.
Well, Ulrich relics too. I used them on Ulrich. I remember that.
They originally came out with Freya. That's how old they are.
Yeah.
Like for the Freya event was what, like the 3rd or the 4th event after global launch.
Yep.
Old school. They're like OG.
That's okay. All those 3-star fallen chess pieces and stuff, I was able to max my Earthshaker on.
That's a
Dionysus.
great question, Dark. Dark asks, what makes a good relic? I'm having trouble choosing which relics to focus on. Well, typically the way I'm looking at it is I build my Titans on DOT database. So that's a great resource right there. And reason being on why I do that is to really find the right relics that I need to make my Titan exactly the way I want him or her to be when they're maxed. So of course, I look at all the skills on the Titan and try to. I usually work with the skills that the Titan usually has, and try to pick relics that have at least 2 out of the 3 skills that the relic has, at least 2 of them that help that the Titan's troops typically that they buff. I'm not usually focused on the Titan, but that's due to the fact that I'm playing as a Castle 23 player. But, if you're a lower level Castle, you might be a little less focused on troops and more about the Titan. But I always say 2 out of 3 skills on a relic is where you want to be at. If only one of the 3 skills are useful, typically you want to try to get at least 2. 3 out of 3 is always the best, but not all the time can you always get that. Anybody else have any good suggestions on or a better way to pick out relics?
That's a loaded question to begin with, kind of, because I mean, what is this Titan going to be used for? Is it a defensive Titan? Is it an attack Titan? I mean, is it a paladin with that's buffing itself. I mean, I don't know what castle level he is, what troop level he is. For example, I looked at my Dionysus, and I'm a max castle, and I had to build that because it had the AP and the damage on it already. I'm using it strictly for attacking. I got it to 100% crit, and it has a little over 30,000 damage. I could have gotten more damage, but I would have had less crit on it. So it kind of depends on what you're using it for, in my opinion. That's how I look at mine. But you're exactly right that DOT database, nothing better to go in there and build your Titans on, equip the relics, look at what you're doing and what you can possibly have on them.
Yeah, well, yeah. FL Rebels here, Z, you need more max builds. Tell them Vintage, you build your relics for your Titan. I'm talking about, like, right here. Spearman Armor and Spearman Health and Spearman Resist against all elements. All three of these skills are going to be really good for the Titan I'm putting them on. So I'm looking at the relics and making sure that as many of the relics skills are going to be useful. You see people's builds and you go, why does that person have that relic on there? Only one of the three skills that relic provides is really helping that Titan. And you should switch it out with something that will work better. So, I mean, specifically, if you want to go on, like, specific tangents, FL Rebel, like, oh, well, this Titan, you need to go all offense, and it needs to be all AP, and about, you can do that. I can spend an hour or 2 hours talking specifically all about that, but to give a more generic answer, you should be looking at the skills that the relics have, try to make sure that they match up with your Titans, certain buffs if it's more troop-oriented, which is a majority of the players what they're more interested in. But yes, sorry, FL Rebel, I don't have your wonderful textbook answer. And if you have a better answer, FL Rebel, go ahead. Put it in the chat instead of throwing shade on other people.
What I'll usually do, I agree. I spend a lot of time on DOT database mocking things up.
Yeah.
Like BMT said, it's okay. Meta attacker, or is this a quote, defender versus an island defender versus, even like the new Italis, for instance. I'll just give like a totally different example. One of my Italis is not a quote meta attacker, but you know what? He's going to be fun to attack with. Be okay on island defense. So eventually, I'm going to level him. With that kind of thing, as I'm leveling him up, I also want to keep an eye on, okay, when this guy eventually goes to island defense, get relic set up. But, a more straightforward answer is, they bring out this new Imperial Guardian that I've been requesting for a couple of months now. They come out. Let's assume, my gosh, I hope,
correct,
it has some kind of elemental resist. Figure out what relics you have that can cap out as many elemental resists as possible. Maybe armor comes into it, etc. So you got to see what relics you have. What I'll do is, man, when Conquest comes, I say all this. I'll attack with the Titan. I'll use my Titan XP potions on the Titan. All the relics and everything into that Titan's relics and just go ham on it. Really crush a Conquest, take a Titan from lower 50s to max. And you can level 6 4-star relics in a Conquest. And I have done it. Maybe I answered that wrong. I don't know. So, friends, did we answer your question, or do you have a different angle on it?
Yeah, well, let's see. Dark says that makes sense. Thanks. Bone Marble says, you putting that on a Minotaur? If so, I have it on mine, and he's on Garrison, and I have so many greens with him. No one wants 5-minute grind battle. Yeah, nobody does, Bone Wobble. You're right. See, you can't ever go wrong with the Spearhead or Elemental Grasp. Yeah, that's true too, Corey. But yeah, the other nice thing about DOT Database too as well is the nice thing is you can also see what a lot of other people have also, kind of played around with. So, that is nice. At the bottom, you can save your builds and post exactly what, and of course, with the fact that some, Titans may have an offensive and defensive situation with their skills. So, you do want to take that into effect, that when you look at their builds, that that, oh, look, their skills were this and this, but mine's not this and this, so maybe this build isn't exactly, great for my skilled out Titan. So, there is that as well. And then, of course, there are Titans that have all lock skills. So, of course, that gets a little bit more funneled down to, like, these are the more commonly used relics for that Titan. And that's the thing, because a lot of times you'll notice on a lot of these builds that people do post is there's certain relics that sometimes don't exist anymore in the game, but also at the same time are very rare, and we rarely ever see them, come along in any kind of milestones or other events that have relics in them.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and throw this in as well. This is a little more atypical. There's a class of relics, you can call them universal if you want. Let's take Storm Ring as an example.
Mm-hmm.
They're just out, farming resources and doing island raids. I always use Storm Ring. Always. It's free lightning star spells, and it empowers the Star Maidens I'm inevitably bringing. Relic that, yeah, maybe it's not for a specific Titan on a specific defense or whatever, but man, it's a good relic, and you're going to get a lot of mileage out of it.
So Dark says, I feel like they should add relic trading to the game. Any kind of Titan or relic trading, they said, is not going to happen due to the basically opening up the door to people hacking the game and having issues with that kind of stuff. And it's very common in other games that do have trading systems that people are able to duplicate items without actually, earning them. So we don't want to.
There was a whole black market for World of Warcraft gold.
Exactly. So they don't exactly want to. And I've seen it in other games too. Actually, the one mobile game Durango that I was playing for a while during beta, there is a trading system built in place, and people were duplicating items in the game without earning them. And it was just based on the fact that there was a way that you could sell an item but not sell an item at the same time. And it was, and people were putting out items that they didn't actually get. It was a very weird system set up, but the way it was working, players were able to get 2 items for really only achieving it once. So with that, I know the developers are making the right choice in not adding that into the game, because it's more or less saying, yeah, it'd be a cool feature, but is it really going to be something that's going to be not going to be a major problem we're going to have to deal with just along, like, for instance, we have to constantly take care of hackers. It is a constant battle, just making sure that everything is secure and that they don't have to worry about, people jumping in at the very end of the event or at the end of the season. So you don't want to have to deal with another problem of them adding a trading system in that they also have to monitor as well. Bone Wobble says, I'm doing this tourney just for the last relic, that's it. Well, that's what BMT did too as well. He wanted that last relic.
Actually, I wanted that 4-star Jade statue also. When I first got it in the Wukong event, I accidentally fused it away, and I contacted customer service, and they basically gave me the finger, so I needed a 4-star Jade statue.
That's a fun relic.
Yeah, it's a great relic.
What's up, Chad?
So I could care less about Koldan. I just wanted the Jade statue and that last, what is that, Buried Potion, I think it's called?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
So I'll set vintage up.
Yeah.
16% all elemental resist rather than 18. Discuss.
It's just preposterous. I think they do it to troll us. It's ridiculous.
You think that's what it is, Vintage?
Unaware of their own game.
It's strictly trolling.
It has to be. Unaware of their own game.
Let's see. Frantic just popped on just to say that.
I hope we answered your question. What's his name, Dark?
Yeah.
I know there was multiple facets to that question that we're answering, but unfortunately that's the way we kind of think, and that's the way I think. I look at several different aspects, just like Vintage was saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's the beauty of the game. I mean, infinite possibilities. But like I said in my Conquest video last time, execute the plan.
Ah, Daniel-san. Thank you for coming.
All been guilty of it, where you get distracted by the most recent thing, and you end up with, wait, why do I have 7 level 3 4-star relics? I am definitely guilty of that in the past.
Bone Wobble says they just want Vintage to up his BP medication.
This game has been known to do that.
Right?
Where are you at in the event? I can't see you. I can only read the chat.
Yeah, no,
Can't
it's
see
okay, it's okay. Yeah. 4,320. So, getting on there. I haven't gotten any 3-star relics yet this event, so everything's all been 2-star, 1-star. Let's see what we got here.
I don't know if you saw it or if you're on Facebook, but there was I got it in one of those 24,000 pulls, and they got 7 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star.
Really?
Yeah. They got 7 1-star relics. They got 7 1-stars.
Wow.
Like, geez.
That's bad.
I'd throw my phone if I got that. I'd have to go buy a new tablet or something.
So, Chad says, got my account back finally, was locked out for 12 days. Daniel-san says, don't hack Chad. Well, hopefully that wasn't the case, Chad.
So Daniel, are you talking the new Koldan is going to be a beast for Conquest?
The new Koldan.
Yeah, for lower guys.
Asking him.
I mean, let's see. I don't even know if I don't know if I played around with the new Coldan on my test account yet at max, just to see what he was like.
He's Chronos light.
Yeah, without the summons. Well, see,
Yeah, I mean
that's the one.
that's all it is.
That's the one thing. I mean, when people say, "I wonder what's going to happen after," what's the next thing that's going to happen after, since summoning titans exist? Like, where can they go from there? And I kind of think it's going to be summoning relics that have summons on them, so that you can take titans like a Calvarax situation, and just equip a bunch of relics that have troop summons on them, and then now you have a summoning titan that wasn't a summoning titan. So, but that's not exactly saying it's the next level. It just seems like it's prolonging the summoning era.
I want to know where they're going with all this void stuff, and now they got Titan skills mixed with troop skills, but no summoning Titan or no summoning troops. And
well, they could,
it's a really
if they
weird
added
mixture.
summoning troops onto what they already currently have, the ability to read what the actual skills were would be very difficult. It's hard enough to see some of the stuff that's super, super small when they add 3 or 4 skills in the same skill box.
Yeah, they got 3 skills, and they got 2 troops, and Imperials and Horde. Jeez.
Yeah.
When do you think they'll introduce some sort of block to bring back the usefulness of ranged troops, so you can't drop things on top of them?
I'd like it if they did that.
Yeah, I would too. I miss actual tactics.
Geez, my Grenadiers and Archers might be useful again.
Exactly.
Could be the Halloween resurrect tactics and strategy for the game.
I think I'm in the same boat as you and a lot of other players. But my Grenadiers and Archers just kind of, I don't even build them anymore. I don't use them. I don't know what they're for.
The only time I've built Grenadiers in the last year, a daily that made me build 3.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
When was the last time anyone built Meteor Strike?
Never.
Yeah, probably never. No, it's got a 20% hit rate, it seems. It's just junk.
Except when you're attacking something, then a meteor strike goes and it hits every damn troop you have. I'm like, come on, that doesn't do that for me. Come on.
Yeah, they really need to sort out the resistances on those ranged troops. I suppose it's hard now with summoners, but it seems like they still got hammered by spells, even though they're resistant to them.
What's up, Life Totally? And D's here. D's here.
Hi, D.
I wonder if on the garrison map, you'd come up with some kind of, I mean, I'm not trying to make a pun here, but a void zone, as in you can't drop summons in this zone, where the ranged troops start on a garrison battle.
Yeah, they should definitely do that. You had that on some conquests in some sort of way, but they should have some sort of block like that. Because don't you even have that in, like, where the spawning is on Conquest for the Grens on some of those levels? They come out of those caves.
Yeah, they come out of the cage.
You can't drop spells there, you can't drop troops there.
So D, get on Discord if you're gonna start throwing shade. D's gonna start making all sorts of jokes in chat, but she's gonna come in super late and think it's cool. What's not cool, D?
Who is who is that talking? Is that the leader of the Share Bears?
Yeah, leader of the Share Bears. Time to share.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
I love you.
No, that's Barney. That's Barney. Stop that.
Me.
Let's stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
Stop that. There'll be no singing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's like Monty Python. Stop it. Stop it right now. There'll be no singing. Lancelot.
The Share Bears. Aw.
That's just because Dee wants to make fun of them for not stepping up their game. Mm-hmm.
They need to learn how to. Okay, what is? She said they need to learn how to share. What do they need to learn how to share?
What, the VP?
Everything.
So they're sharing VP now? How do you share VP?
They're sharing the VP
Ping pong.
bonus caps, I guess. Apparently they're working better as a team. She's trying to get them to work like a team. See, Dee, I mean, I know everything's going to work out perfectly fine. Dee every day is always messaging people, worrying hardcore, raising her blood pressure. Because, like, for instance, the other day...
That's the life of the crown.
That is the life of the crown. But the other day, I must have been unavailable for like a good 5 or 6 hours, and I jumped on Band, and I watched the whole arc of listing off the problem, and then a few hours later talking more about the problem, and then somewhat of a solution, and then solution, and then everything was fine again, and then I was like, oh well, glad I avoided that one. Glad everything worked out. But it must have been a good like 20 or 30 messages, and I'm like, well, everything's fine. Looks like we're good.
It's a deal if it makes you feel any better. Every alliance I've ever been in, it has the same situation. The bottom 10, you're constantly cattle prodding them. Hey, dude, do some battles. Hey, man, get some souls. Hey, man, get some VP. Do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And Dee actually shakes her phone when she says the do something part of it. She do something, you know.
Excellent visual.
Yeah.
Has Dee made it to a cupboard yet? You can join.
Well, see, it's 11:49 and Eastern Standard right now, because I know she should be not traveling for work right now. So, Drum's asleep or at work.
Oh, Drum's been asleep for a good 4 hours.
Yeah, right. So there should be no excuse why she cannot join Discord. Let's see if she has.
Drum will be up in a couple of hours.
Yeah. Let's see if she has an excuse.
That's funny. They need to learn how to share.
Yeah, Corey. That's right. Call her out. Dee, spam chat much? See, she's so excited. She wants to talk so much. She just needs to get on Discord. Then she won't be spamming the chat. What's up, Conclusive Ninja? Feel free to join Discord as well.
Be nice. We love Dee.
I know.
And she does have the thankless job, man. I will never
Take the crown position
be a
ever
crown
again?
in my life.
Oh, I remember what it was like
Never.
as well. Oh, this is King Josh I'm hitting right now. How convenient.
I was going to say, if you get Rebel and Prometheo on and D on, it is the round table practically.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Suspect.
suspect. Oh, and see, you're shaking everything up, D. Oh, didn't I tell you that you would do that? And didn't I tell you you like projects and are going to thoroughly enjoy it? And you just give it a couple weeks of, de-izing the alliance, and everything will be just fine.
You won't believe this, Salon, but D has done a poll.
Wait, what? Wait, what are you talking about, Ferenic?
She's done yet another poll. She's good with polls.
Oh, she's doing another.
Oh, a poll.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The O's and the U's. Yes, the accent is killing the O's and the U's. So when you said poll, I thought you said pull. And I'm like,
I was thinking DG poll and she broke her phone or something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, geez, last time she did some DG pulls, she wasn't too happy. Yeah, see, D's a chatty Cathy, but so is Drum. That's why they get around. They get that's why they get along so well. And we also mentioned on D's stream last week, those who raid together stay together. So.
It's a democracy. All my people must be heard.
Yeah, see?
No. War is a meritocracy.
Yeah.
It is the meritocracy. Either you survive or you don't.
See, there you go. That's what she does. I have 4 spots left and oh, look at that. I got ruined for a bonus altar. I have 4 spots left in top 100 team in Legend. Also 4 spots in top 50.
Get that Legend League, people.
Yeah, see?
What's up, Zalon?
We got Conclusive Ninja in here as well. What's up, Conclusive?
Yeah, not much. Not much at all. Finished grinding the event.
How you doing, sir?
About probably 5 hours ago, so have been doing a whole lot of nothing and IRL stuff.
Let's see. So, are you interested in this event, Conclusive, or are you saving for next week?
That's not a fair question because I basically do like all the events.
All of the events. I see. All of them.
I mean, pretty much. I can't actually.
No event left behind? Is that what it is, Conclusive? No.
There's one event that I haven't done in like the past 3 months, and I can't remember which one it was. So that kind of gives you a scope of where it is, I think. That said, I did grind this event to save tokens for next week, and I will be using and tapping into my sizable stock of tokens next week to expedite finishing and doing well. I like the Koldan changes. He seems like a pretty decent Titan. I mean, basically Kronos minus Omegas, which is a pretty solid Titan. And then from there, Sobek, I like how he looks and the direction I think that'll go with him. We'll see what actually happens, but I think he's going to be pretty awesome.
Nice. Oh, that story from D. Now listen to this. I can't join Discord. I fell asleep at the kitchen table last night on one of the phones. Drum woke up at 2 a.m. and scared the crap out of me, and he said one side of my face was red from falling asleep on the phone. That's called a dedicated leader, everybody. Dedicated leader. What's up, Crazy Tox? Tox is going to be...
So why does that prevent her from joining Discord? I don't get the correlation there.
Yeah, I don't know either. That just sounded like she wanted to tell a funny... She wanted to tell a story...
I'm trying to throw logic into it, but you know.
I know. She wanted to tell a funny story and make it seem like that, being super dedicated is a bad thing or semi-bad thing, or I don't know. But we all know you're super dedicated and that you love it to death. So...
Sympathy meter is at 0.
Yeah. See, if we...
What's 2 plus 2? Well, 2 plus 2 is the square root of my dog Katie and a mustard sandwich.
right?
What?
All right, actually, everybody in chat and on Discord, how many times have you fallen asleep playing the game? Raise your hand.
Oh, I got both of them raised. Yeah, I have.
I have done it while live streaming.
We know, Zalon. The sound effects were good.
Yes.
You fell asleep on one of my streams. Everybody jumped out. You're still sitting in my Discord channel like 5 hours later.
Yeah.
You're still asleep.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Double cron. Kool-Aid says hand raised. Churro says raises hand and feet. Bone Wobble depends on how many beers. I've bought gems falling asleep with fingers on the screen. FL Rebel, that's not a good thing, but man. I've gotten close to that though too. I have. I've definitely touched buttons on the screen without definitely knowing about it and then waking up and being like, why am I on the screen? You know, what happened?
So for those who finish all the event, does it ever get to, can you ever let it go beyond the first day of the event and then do it? Or are you always just itching to actually get into it?
For me, that entirely depends on what my schedule looks like. This week, I had a really clear Thursday, Friday, but my weekend is just packed because I'm leaving on travels. And most weeks, my Thursday, Friday are clear, and I have stuff going on the events. But there have been events that I have not started until Saturday morning, and then I've just finished them there. So it really just depends on what my schedule is. I usually try and have Sunday free or just the last 1,000 or so souls, just because it makes it cleaner and less worry about, am I actually going to get to finish it with all of the crazy what's going on or whatever.
So the master plan, for me, is say you're coming off the Theaters of War where you did some refreshes, right? 3-star relics. So, in this event, normally I would like to finish it as fast as humanly possible so I could take my buried potion and plow all my Theaters of War relics into it and just insta-level it.
Yeah, the insta level is very gratifying, I have to say.
Yeah, when you have a relic event after Conquest, like they did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Wild Arrows, or was that the one after it?
I don't remember. They've got so many events they run together after a certain period of time.
But yeah, one of the relics
Because you
events
do all of them.
went right after Conquest, and I went out and finished it in 5 hours just so I could, whichever the relics I was getting.
I don't think I've ever insta-leveled.
No insta level? I want to know. I want to see somebody insta level a 5-star. That'd be nice.
I don't know if you can have that many relics in storage.
Yeah.
So
Not anymore. You can't. I don't.
So what you do for that, if you want to do something that crazy, is you take advantage of your treasury. So I've done this to insta-level the 4 stars. If I'm grinding well over soul count, I will take and I will intentionally, or even just to the end soul count, I'll let my treasury fill up, and then I'll keep raiding and dump everything into the treasury. And then when I finally get to the milestone for the relic that I want to level, I'll fuse away just one set, pick up that relic, and then fuse all the fodder in my treasury and in my relic storage into that relic, and you can pretty much instant level something with that. Very effective.
You guys do a lot more battles than I do, though. I'm not as bad as D, but I know I probably spend maybe a third of my time in game actually doing battles.
Hey, Zalon.
Not as bad as D. I'm sorry, I gotta read the rest of some of these comments. But what were you gonna say there, Jim?
No, I was going to ask you a question real quick. Talks messaged me. Is it okay if I post his
Yeah. Yes, you
YouTube
can.
channel and chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, most
I just wanted to
definitely.
make sure.
Most definitely, because Tox is going to be streaming tomorrow right after you, Jim, and then D after that. D said also, too, that Drum is going to tell us all about D's falling asleep experience tomorrow on their stream, so I'm excited to hear that story as well. I'm sure it will be filled with lots of anecdotes and lots of, back and forth action. So...
I think the real question is, did the phone stick to her face when she got up?
Did like peel off? Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see. We got Ilu says once during Conquest, John Bravo, too many times to count. This is falling asleep playing the game. Corey says, aren't you always in trouble, D? Bunch of times, says Chad. Crazy Talks wants to know how long I'm going to stream. I'll stream for a while longer. I got a bunch of people here that join me here on Discord, and the conversation is going good, so I'm going to keep going for a little while. I got like a second or whatever you want to call it, maybe third wind at this point, so... Chad says, I think every real DOT player has done it. Passing out. Yeah, most definitely. And also, just to address Dark's question about, do you guys think they will make an event for Oni? I said eventually 4 to 8 months from now, because Oni is still relatively new to the game when it comes down to the DG altar. They don't like to make events for those Titans for a while. And they might even do one for Chernobog and Belobog before they do one for Oni and Huntress, if you think about it.
Oh, they will.
You know?
They did the Oreo one, they did the Urcon one. They'll have Belobog and that lot.
Yeah, Belobog, Chernobog, and then they'll do them most likely either as a pair, or they'll put them in separate events. But I believe they'll happen before Oni and Huntress.
They didn't do them as a pair last time, so I'd be surprised if they did that again. As Titans, they're just recognized as too valuable independently.
Shadow Chi says Dylan, hi. Dylan, I don't see Dylan in the chat. I'm looking now. Oh, and ask him what Chef Ramsay would say about the dinner I made tonight. Yeah, I don't think that gets you off the hook, D, for not joining Discord. No. He's trying to distract us with cool stories.
Did he tell you to politely get out of the kitchen? It's the sort of thing Gordon Ramsay would do, isn't it?
That's true.
All about manners.
That's true.
Yeah, she is a polite bloke, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Talk says he's driving home from work. He's going to pop on Discord in 15 minutes.
We're ending the live stream in 14 minutes, Alon said.
Oh. Mirth
How long ago was that?
What?
12:04.
It's only 4 in the afternoon here.
Oh, nice.
It's like 5 o'clock in the morning where Cox is.
It's true.
He's 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, I just hit 5,000.
Yeah, he's 1 hour ahead of the 12. Yeah.
Honestly, that's one of the cool things about the DOT community is you've got literally people all over the world. And some of the better alliances have even a greater diversity because that change in time zone makes for a much smoother operation.
Oh, yeah. The Russians have such an advantage. No.
I mean, seriously, if your prime time is around server changeover or season changeover, you have a huge advantage. So that means most of the European time zones, and then a lot of the Russian ones serves them really, really well.
It's not that great for them though, because it's probably around 10 to, well, I suppose maybe lunchtime on Monday for most of the European Russians.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
I
but
was
I think what his point was it's better than 4 o'clock in the morning like it is for me.
Yeah.
Or 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's 9 or 10 at night. So BP bonus caps are good.
Yeah, it ends up being a huge deal. Like, if I'm in a serious VP fight, there is no substitute for being up for that first 2 hours or so of shaving all the bonus VP. It's just too freaking worthwhile.
Oh, I gotta do it now. Okay, hold on. So Sethomopod says it's 11 a.m. on Saturday morning here in sunny Vietnam. So I gotta say, good morning, Vietnam. I can't do it too loud though, because it's 12 midnight here. My neighbors are gonna freak out.
But the Conquest end time can't be too bad for you guys.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Here it finishes about 7 o'clock in the evening on Monday. So just when I finish work. So I don't get any time on Monday really to do any Conquest.
Like talks where I know my season changes at 5 o'clock in the morning until they do the time change again. That'll be at 4 o'clock. But his season change, is at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, which I'd rather have it that than 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Yeah, some people have to wake up super early, and it's not part of their normal routine. Others can actually have it be part of their normal routine. Like if you have it right around the time that like right after you wake up, and you're if you're one of those people that like to have like an hour, maybe a little bit more before you leave to go to work, you can easily play when you're waking up, pretty much, in certain cases. Again, it's only in certain areas that it works out that way, and then others, it might work out that it's just so happens to be right when you get off of work, in the afternoon. So, yeah, there's definite advantages in certain time zones. Mirth Redrum says, I love living in the city. Awesome.
Ain't that Godin's little theme song?
Yep. That's why I was chuckling.
Yeah, same here. Jim's tapping away.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, what?
Sounds like you're tapping on something.
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting here smoking a cigarette. I'm not even in game. You wouldn't be able to hear me tapping anyway. I got
Jim, you feel so accomplished right now. You're like, this event's done. I'm finished. I can just be on this stream, do what I want.
Yeah.
Hey, go with what works.
That's right.
Well, I didn't care about Cold Aid. I just wanted the Jade statue and the berry potion and to max that out. That was my goal when I did it. So.
Yeah. I mean, largely I was in the same boat. I already had one, but I wanted it for a second Titan build. But in the end, he'll be useful as a fusion destination for a land defender eventually, when I finally get to leveling the relics for him.
Nice.
So is everyone now accustomed to the new end of season rewards? Getting DGs all the time?
Oh yeah,
Just become
the new norm. Yeah, more
For
or
the
less.
most part, I still have to think about it and be like, okay, do I want to do a pull? Do I not want to do a pull? And keep a certain reserve in at play.
I got no patience. I get 500, I pull it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I tend to pick an automagic number to keep in reserve. I was trying to keep 5,000 for a while, but that didn't happen at all.
And if I get that many, I just end up doing 4, 5, or 6 pulls at once. I don't know if he's going to post a video, but I did have a friend in another audience that had 5,000 DG, or 10,000 actually. He had 10,000 DGs. He did several 500 pulls. He got 2 5-stars. And then with his last 5,000, he went ahead and got a guaranteed 5-star. So he got 3 5-star relics out of 10,000 gems, or divine gems. I don't know if he's going to post a video or not, or if that was just private.
Oh, that definitely worked out well for him.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, I was hoping he would get one of the new ones, but he didn't. He got all old ones, but he didn't get that stupid Guardian one, so he's okay.
Well,
It's quite interesting to see the difference between the players at the top, who've obviously had a lot more DGs, and the ones at the bottom. The ones at the top are like, oh, I've just forged this, or I've got my third one of these, and then you have the players further down who's like, oh, this is my first ever, or my second ever. Attitude's very different.
Yeah, that really comes down to how many events are you finishing, because they've been pretty consistent with 500 divine gems per event for a really long time now. So if you've been actively completing most of the event, like you're picking up shots at a 5-star pretty frequently. And I got super lucky, and my second 500 DG pull was a 5-star, and I've had pretty consistent results from that. I mean, not anything statistically lucky, just a decent pull rate.
So
I usually have a better pull rate when I do 2 or 3 pulls or 4 versus 1.
So Shaw says, hello, what's up, Shaw? Thank you for joining. Good to see you again. Mirth Redrum says, I watch all of you guys' videos. Keep it up. Thank you, Mirth. And I do want to mention, because we do have One-Winged Angel Setharoth on here, who makes videos, Jim, who also makes videos, Feranic, who's a New Zealander, Conclusive Ninja, who's also on here quite often, and Vintage, of course, as everyone knows, makes great videos as well. So...
Raid more.
Yep, raid more. Oh, what's the clip that Bo has? What is it? What is it? 3? Yeah. I despise 3-star battle drops. Yeah.
You've always got to have a bang on the table moment as well.
Yes, of course. But just make sure the table's not glass.
Yeah, maybe Vintage just got shares in the table company.
That it could be possible.
Or what he says, I could rail about this for hours, but I'm not.
Or one of my favorite lines that Vintage says within the first minute or 2 of his video is, this is my 4th or 5th attempt making this video because I just went off into crazy tangents. That always gets me, because I'm like, you know what? There are plenty of times that I start a video and I'm like, nope, gonna do it again. You know? So, I've definitely been there.
I know what that's like.
Definitely been there. Well, it's
I want to know
Take 8.
I want to know when the Blu-ray's coming out with all the behind-the-scenes tangents.
Oh,
When's
right.
that video coming out?
Yeah.
I just want to know how many frickin' mount armors he's got by now. You must have received hundreds.
Thank you, Corey. Everyone here is great at explaining DOT. Yeah, Corey. I of course, never claim to be any kind of expert myself, but I do like to surround myself with as many players as possible that know all different aspects of different play styles, and I appreciate all the input that we get either here in the chat or especially here on Discord as well, because the conversation is always rolling. Let's see, we're still rocking on this 2-star. I think I might have one more. One more 2-star after this. Now, of course, as was explained earlier, that there's going to be a block of streaming happening tomorrow night. Way longer than this live stream. It's going to be some close to 6 hours, I think Jim said. So it's going to start with Tox. Or no, it's going to start with you, Jim. That's right. It's going to start with you, Jim, around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
And then it's going to roll into Tox sometime close to like 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. And then it's going to roll into D sometime around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So yeah, lots to watch and be entertained, which is awesome. I really like that, especially on Saturday. Now, Bo was talking about, now we did that live stream yesterday, but Bo was thinking about possibly making Wednesday nights a permanent thing. And if I'm available, which typically I am on Wednesday nights, we may rekindle the DOT after show on Wednesday nights on Bo's channel, though, on his live.
Did he say what? I thought he said Thursday.
He was saying Thursday, but we also discussed it even on a little bit at the end of his live stream and or after the fact about maybe just doing it on Wednesday, just because it's after the dev live stream and before the event. So, especially if they continue to give us these Titans ahead of time, it might make it a little bit better for everybody.
You're being a bit pessimistic, Alon.
What do you mean?
The night/morning is still young. You might go more than 6 hours.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and we got some leeway in there. I mean, D is going to stream around 9 o'clock, but there's going to be a good 6, 7, 8 hours of streaming tomorrow night.
Which is nice.
I'm liking the Jim and Val combination.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. We try to put out good content, answer everybody's question, and just provide a little levity and DOT.
Exactly.
And she's a great co-host who's very knowledgeable, and well, she's the queen of my alliance too, which helps.
Mm-hmm.
I get some brownie points, so she won't kick me out or anything.
That's right, brownie points. Nice.
So is anyone looking forward to even more new Conquest maps?
Well, yeah, they did mention that too. More Conquest maps are coming. What else did they mention? They mentioned that more Conquest maps. Oh, they're adding 4-star. What was it? Economy relics into the game, which I thought was.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. That'll be interesting.
What do you?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm looking forward to them because
What if they're dual?
there's-
What if they're dual? What if there's more than one? Like, you know how the economy relics are only one. There's only one thing on there.
Armor gold
Yeah.
or troops and stuff.
Well, yeah, like speed or. But do you think the 4-star version of whatever it is gonna be like a? It's gonna have dual things on them.
I don't know. That was one idea that got tossed out in one of the live streams, but it wouldn't surprise me given that they're talking about pulling troop training time down if they're just more significant buffs to the already existing 3-star ones. Or it could be a combination of both 3-star ones. It's kind of up in the air. We don't know.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember that the economy relics all used to be a lot higher. You're talking like, I think it was 50% food boost and things like that. And then they severely nerfed them all.
Severely nerfed them all.
Yep. Hack and slash. So if they bring it back to that would be pretty cool.
Yes, D, I know.
Yeah, don't forget, Jim. I was Val's first.
That's okay. You might have been a first, but I'm the only one she needs now.
Fighting over Val when she's not even here. Jim's just trying to get more brownie points. Jim will be like, go to hour 2:34 minutes in, and that's where I compliment you.
I compliment her because she deserves to be complimented.
Mm-hmm.
See, that was a good one right there. Did you get that?
Yeah. Get the timestamp on that one too. Timestamp that one. Oh, Vintage says my girls have a horse show tomorrow. Got to help them get set. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you, Vintage, for joining.
Have a good one, Vintage.
You're trying to get Suzanne to stream with you, FL Rebel. I haven't seen Suzanne in the streams for a little while. Might have been my birthday stream that I saw her last. It would be a good call. Black Gold in your streams, FL Rebel, was good too, though. We all know that she could be a shy bear if we're going towards the whole Share Bears theme. Her special power is peanut butter. I gotta fuse up some Titans again just to make a little bit more space so I can pull these Titans out of the milestones after this event. So we're at 5,500. Check 192, not bad. And still got some uses on this 2-star. Let's see. Alright, so we got the rest of this, 11 more battles. We'll do 11 more battles, and then we're going to wrap it up. I do appreciate everybody joining in. Wait, what's up?
I was going to say, out of curiosity, did anyone take and save their Theaters of War relics and grind out this event and save those relics for the all relics or the all boost relics event midweek next week?
Wait,
no, you mean the one on Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah, the relic event, basically.
No, I just used them. I'll buy new ones.
Fair enough.
I just usually don't have enough time, or I just really don't know what my schedule is from day to day a lot of times, because I'm out here with these trucks, and you know, they might call me at 9 o'clock at night and need me out there, 5 o'clock in the morning. So my time is so limited sometimes, I usually don't have time to grind anything out.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was thinking if you had any Theaters of War relics you could take and save them up for that event and use the time over the weekend to grind out whatever souls you need to for this event.
Right.
I just hate grinding. Never do it.
I
I
don't blame them.
I think 500 battles or something is the most I'll ever do a week.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind grinding in Conquest or when we're doing VP or but sometimes, yeah, it can be very tedious and just so monotonous sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
If a third of my time is battle, that's a lot of time to be in game. Or game-related stuff.
Right.
So Suzanne is in Rogue Freedom now. You hear that, D? All your ladies are leaving. I don't know what the deal is. She's got to get some of these ladies back.
What's Sue doing over there?
Yeah, over in Rogue Freedom. I mean, isn't Tag her over in over with you, Jim?
Tag is in Raiders.
Yeah, see? D's not keeping her ladies together. I don't know what's going on.
Who do we blame? Rebel, Jim, or Val?
All the above?
All the above. All the above.
Maybe passing them candy. Enticing them over.
Ice says I've saved 8 TOW relics for Monday. Nice. Oh, D says Sue is just visiting. Oh,
she put it all in caps too. She wanted.
Oh my gosh! See, D is really like, woo. You can tell. She could barely contain herself. She's probably typing in so hard with her fingers right now.
And she's talking to herself as she's doing it. I don't know why I have her up saying that. He knows better than that. I don't know why he's saying it.
Yeah. Just like that, Jim. Just like that.
It's practically NTG Raiders anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it basically is.
How many teams have Raiders got at the moment? 3, is it? 2?
I know of 3, but I think they have more because they're part of the Unleashed. I know of 3 though that they have Val and Sage